washrooms in Dudhsagar. Cannot go there on weekends. And you just turn back, like it's pitch dark, like I can't even tell you, it's quite scary. It looks amazing during sunrise. I walked a total of 22 kilometers that day. The beauty, right? Aditya, I told you I'm recording a video. I think I've reached this point where I can sleep anywhere and everywhere now. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Namaskara, thank you for tuning in. So today's video is about Dudhsagar waterfalls, and I want to say that it was a brilliant experience. So I visited 10 days ago for my 25th birthday. I really wanted my 25th to be, slightly memorable and adventurous, but it turned out to be very, very, very adventurous. So yeah, I'll tell you what are the things that you need to follow to go there to have a hassle-free experience, right? So Dudhsagar waterfall is located at the border of Karnataka and Goa. And the highlight here is that you can access it only through train. So only a train will take you there. They don't have any roads that are close to Dudhsagar. So the only way you can reach there is by train. Okay, so I'll tell you how to go from Bangalore because I don't know from any other places. So from Bangalore you will have to take the Vasco Express. Okay, so from Bangalore it starts, I think around 2 or 3 is the departure time. So from Yashwantpur, so it goes all the way to Vasco da Gama in Goa. So you will reach Dudhsagar at sometime around 1 in the middle of the night. Okay, so I'll tell you how we went. So we boarded the Vasco Express and then we got off at the Dudhsagar station at around 1. Okay, and then you will have, as soon as you get off at the Dudhsagar station, you'll have to like walk around 1 kilometer to see the falls. Okay, now that you are there at the middle of the night, you cannot see the falls in the night. You'll have to stay there till sunrise. So that is the most difficult part of this entire trip. Okay, because there is no other way, there are no other trains that go sometime in the morning or something like that. So I'll tell you a little bit more in detail about the location. So this is a Ghat section, okay? So there are like ups and downs. So the train will be in really minimum speed. So don't take that as an advantage and please do not get off when the train is moving. So if the train is traveling from Karnataka to Goa, so the last station in Karnataka is Castle Rock, right? So Castle Rock is here, Dudhsagar is here, and Kulem is here. So Dudhsagar is in between Castle Rock and Kulem. So when the train leaves from Castle Rock, there is another station in between Dudhsagar and Castle Rock, and it's called Karanzol station. Okay, now don't get off there. So the inclination is like this. If this is Castle Rock, Dudhsagar, Kulem. So there's a downward movement towards Dudhsagar from Castle Rock, like descending. So have your phone with you. Actually, you don't get any other network except for Jio. So keep tracking your phone on Google Maps and see where exactly your train is, right? So when you reach closer to the Dudhsagar station is when you know you're at Dudhsagar. You get off at Dudhsagar station, walk 1 kilometer, and there's a small shelter kind of a thing after the falls. So the falls is on the left side. You keep walking, there's a small shed kind of a place where there are like some benches and you can sleep there. So this is going to be a very, very adventurous experience. You can't expect anything like there are no washrooms in Dudhsagar. So you will have to use somewhere in the forest, and it is quite scary, So when we went, it was on a Monday. We purpose, yeah, that's another thing to keep in mind. You cannot go there on weekends, like cannot. Okay, there were quite a few accidents in Dudhsagar, and that is when the railway police force, the RPF, have made it like so strict that they don't want any tourists on the tracks. See, the entire thing about Dudhsagar is that you'll have to literally walk on the track, and it's really annoying for the train drivers, because they'll have to keep honking, because people are continuously checking on, like, walking on the tracks, right? So that's why don't go on weekends, because, like, when I told you have to get off at Dudhsagar, the cops will not let you, like, they'll close all the doors and they won't let you get off at Dudhsagar station. So go anytime between Monday and Friday, but not on Saturdays and Sundays. So we were really less in number on a Monday. We were, say, about just 20 people, but the last time I went, the last year, we were around, I think, 500 people. I could literally see 500 people on the track because I went on a Sunday. So there are not many people, so you might have to go in a group, like just two people won't work. It's not that safe. There are no wild animals as such there, but there are a lot of snakes. Just be careful of that. So yeah, like, just be so, because there is no washroom, it gets really difficult for all of us, not just females, for all of us in general. So you will have to figure a way out. You might just have to use somewhere in the woods, and that too it's pitch dark, so you have to, you'll keep walking, you'll have your torches, you'll keep walking, and you just turn back, like, it's pitch dark, like, I can't even tell you, it's quite scary. So yeah, that's how we reached the shelter. Moving forward, so I slept there, me and my friends, we slept on the bench, and we waited till sunrise. So it's a beautiful feeling, like you're sleeping right next to the waterfalls, and then you can literally hear it, but you can't see it, but it looks amazing during sunrise time. Like, it's white in color. Literally, Dudhsagar means like sea of milk or ocean of milk, right? So it looks very pretty in the morning. So here's the tip, okay? As soon as you start to see the falls, and then you, like, spend about half an hour to 1 hour clicking pictures there, start walking back. Like, you're done, that's it. There's nothing more to explore unless you want to get down at the foot of the falls. So this is like a 2-tier falls, wherein, like, there is falls, there's railway track, and there's falls again. So unless you want to get to that part, like, you're okay. If not, like, start walking towards Dudhsagar railway station. Now here is where the most adventurous part was. I was under the impression, rather so we had a guide along. I will pin down his number in the description. A very sweet guide. I'll talk about him later. So we started walking towards Dudhsagar station, and we stood there hoping for a train to come by from Goa, because we had to go to Castle Rock. Okay. Now, firstly, there was just one train, and that was goods, and he did not stop. So keep one thing in mind. Trains coming from Karnataka to Goa will always stop at Dudhsagar, but the trains coming from Goa to Karnataka will be like in this. So literally, like, goods train have about 5 engines, like they're pushing so hard, and they're like, it's so hard that they don't want to stop. They want to keep that momentum going, and the trains will just go. They won't stop at Dudhsagar station. Okay. If you are lucky, a passenger train will stop. You can get on it and go all the way till Castle Rock. If not, you have to walk all the way, which I did. Yeah, there was a goods train. They don't take you in goods train, but I'm just like, sir, please, sir, I can't walk. And he's just like, that's your problem. Why did you even come? I'm like, okay. So yeah, I walked 14 kilometers. Like, that is how my birthday was so memorable. I walked a total of 22 kilometers that day, and it was super tiring. Thankfully, it wasn't sunny. It kind of rained a bit. It was nice and pleasant. It made it okay. If not, if it's sunny, you're gone. Now I'll tell you the thing about walking on the tracks. So this entire property belongs to the Indian Railways, and you're not supposed to do this trekking or whatever. But still you choose to do it because you want to see the beauty, right? Here's the thing. If you decide to trek towards Kulem. Now this is, I am Dudhsagar, this is Castle Rock, this is Kulem. So it is like this. So you can go to Kulem easily, it's like down. But if you have to go to Castle Rock, it's like an inclination. But you don't really feel that inclination. But a lot of people say it's easier to go to Kulem. So I don't know. You can take a call. So we started walking, and it's not easy to walk on those sleepers, right? You have to make sure that you put your leg on the sleeper, then the next sleeper. Like if at all by mistake you think it's a sleeper and put your feet on the stone, you're more likely going to like lose the grip and get an ankle twist. So just be careful about that. Okay, yeah. So here's the most important part. There are about 16 tunnels or 10 tunnels, not sure. Each tunnel has a number. So there are a lot of tunnels on the way. Okay, you have to be very, very, very careful, because see, when you're in a tunnel and when the train passes, it's not like you're going to get squeezed by the train or something. There is ample space for you to like go to the side and sit. I mean, not sit, you can just like stand there till the train passes. The problem is when you are in a tunnel and when the train's going, there's a lot of smoke that gets into the tunnel, and it's not a good thing. Like you feel really suffocated. If it's a long tunnel, no, you feel like very, very, very suffocated. So Aditya, I told you I'm recording a video. Yeah. Sorry about that. I lost the flow. Oh my god. Okay. So that is what happens when you're inside a tunnel. You feel like really hot as soon as the train passes, and like there are four engines that are going, and you'll be like, oh, please go faster types. Okay, so try not to be in a tunnel when the train is passing. Another important thing to keep in mind is that, you know, all from Kulem to Castle Rock, because that is the Ghat section, you can hear the train throughout, except when it is in front of the waterfall, you cannot hear it. If the train is honking from Kulem, you can still hear it near this Karanzol station or near the Castle Rock station. See, so the thing is, you can't really gauge where the train exactly is. I'll feel like, oh, so like a couple of times I was like, oh, the train's coming, let me just stop here for a break. But the train would have still been in Kulem, and I would think that, okay, it's like right nearby. So just keep in mind about the train, and just you can't wear earphones and walk on the track. Never do that. Like never ever do that. You need to be very, very attentive when you're walking on these tracks. Okay, next is about luggage. So the things that I literally carried were a jacket. I wore normal track pants and a very comfortable t-shirt, and I wore a jacket. The things that I carried were phone, charger, water bottle, head torch, or your mobile torch should do the work. And then very importantly, you need to keep some snacks, because see, you're getting down at 1 a.m. okay, you'll feel really hungry, you cannot sleep properly, and if you have to trek back, you need a lot of energy. Trust me, you need to keep a few protein bars, or what we did was I carried a pound of bread and jam and a knife, and I would like literally make my bread jam and eat when I was walking, or when we were like waiting for sunrise, right? This was the bag I took to Dudhsagar, and I put all the things here. It was not heavy. So the last time things were very, very heavy, and I learned a lesson to keep things very light this time. So this bag is from Decathlon, 250 bucks. It is an amazing possession that I have. I have different colors. I have a purple one, blue one, so this is a red one. Oh yeah, I made this mistake. Don't make this mistake. When you are walking on the tracks, you cannot wear a red bag, because it gives the loco pilot a wrong signal. They might think it is a signal and they might stop the train. It's not a good thing. Don't wear red when you're walking on the track. That's what I learned this time. So next time I'm gonna probably take a blue bag. So yeah, we've put everything into this, like each of us, a very handy bag. You need to, because I was prepared, like I was sort of anticipating that, okay, if I miss my train, what am I going to do, right? And that's what happened. I was really never ready for it though, and but I did it, and I'm very proud of myself. That's another thing. But yeah, keep it as minimum as possible, because you don't need extra things. You don't need all these camping essentials, nothing. Chumma, all that is hype. You don't have to take any of it. Literally, these things will do the work. Yeah, take your medicines along, because there is no way. There are no washrooms only, then what medicines will you get, right? So even when I tell Dudhsagar station and when I say Karanzol station, right, it is not a station. There's just one board. There's no platform. There's just a sort of a room for the railway personnel. That's it. There's nothing else. Okay. Now, a few challenges I faced. Number one, no washrooms, so it made it a little hard for me. But you can't be scared of the dark. You can't be scared of the jungle. You might have to use the washroom wherever you find place. Also, trains will be coming in the middle of the night. You'll have to take all of those into consideration when you have to use the washroom. So washroom was one problem for me. Second one was that I missed my train and I had to walk all the way. Third one was that our train back to Bangalore was delayed. I'll tell you why. So we got back from our walk, whatever, to Castle Rock, say around, I think it was 12. I think we roughly took about 4 hours to walk 14 kilometers. Yeah, 4.5 hours. Like, you need that break. Like you're continuously walking on it. You'll feel like hypnotized at a point. Like, you really need breaks at every 700 meters to 1 kilometer. Like, I think I took 14 breaks. I don't know, maybe more than that. Okay, you need people who can motivate you. If not, you cannot do this alone. So we went to a homestay that was recommended by our guide, and it was amazing. Like, really, really good. So I was in a state wherein I couldn't lift my leg and keep another step. That's how much my legs were hurting. So we checked into the homestay, and there was really amazing food. There was some chapati and then rice and all of that. It was good, very, very decent. I think they serve non-veg as well. So we slept for like 4-5 hours continuously, because we had missed the last night's sleep, right? And then we wake up, and then we again just so it's a nice place. They have a nice premises. You can just walk around and all that. But I'd walked enough that day, so I didn't want to walk around even a bit. But yeah, it was nice. It was like raining and all. So yeah, it rained like anything when we were sleeping in Castle Rock. So everywhere it was like heavy rains, and we had to board our train at 1:30 in the middle of the night. I think same time when we hopped off, we hopped in. We were supposed to hop onto the train at that time, but because of the heavy rains, there were 2 landslides that had occurred. One in Dudhsagar, and the other one was Sonalim. Okay, so there was this very weird kind of a siren that went on at around 10 o'clock. Okay, like, I wasn't sure. And then our guide says that, okay, there's a landslide, and there is no way your train is going to come from that side of the guard section to this side, because it's completely blocked. Okay, so I'll tell you, we see now the distance from the homestay till the railway station was about a 15-minute walk. Now what he tried to say was, you sleep, I can wake you up when there is a green signal and when it is all cleared. But like, dude, what if I missed the train? Like, what happened last time? So we decided to go to the station and sleep there again, in a very, kind of a, I don't know, what do you call it, like a very raw manner. I think I've reached this point where I can sleep anywhere and everywhere now. So we were sleeping on the benches, and finally the train that was supposed to leave from Castle Rock at 1:30 came at 4:45. Almost a 4-hour delay, and we finally boarded the train, and we came home, I think, at 3 in the afternoon, 3 or 4 the next day in the afternoon. So here are a few things to keep in mind, as I wouldn't want to repeat the ones that I told previously. See, you need a guide to go there. Please, somebody to guide you in the right direction. Okay, like, what if somebody comes literally like the railway police force, they come and say, no, you can't. I think guides have this upper hand wherein they are allowed to take their guests and and bring them back. So here's a shout out to my guide Keshav, and Keshav, if you're watching this, you're amazing. So Keshav is this amazing person. He takes that extra care, every 500 meter I was walking, he's just like, are you okay? Are you doing fine? No problem, right? Yeah, so he's a very nice guy. And you can I will put down his number and you can speak to him on call. He does group trips as well, like he takes in about 15 people also. So he was there till the time we got onto our Bangalore train. Like, he stayed throughout the delay. He stayed with us till the time I got my seat on the train. He got onto the train. He made sure I got my seat and all of that. I was sitting at the right place and the right coach. And then he got down and he said bye. Like, he's that kind of a guy. He takes really good care of you, and he's very sweet. So if you really are planning for a monsoon trip to Dudhsagar, you can definitely consider him. So yeah, I hope you got all the information that you wanted for making your monsoon trip a good one, a Dudhsagar monsoon trip a good one. Yeah, just another last thing is that please be very careful when you walk on the tracks. It's not a joke. It's because of many accidents there, they're kind of restricting it. Be very careful of not just yourself but people around you. Don't even try getting off a moving train. Like, just wait till it stops and then get on or get off. So be very careful, and let's be responsible travelers, because ultimately it's we who can keep our places nice and tidy, clean and tidy. And let's also follow a few ethics that Indian Railways, whatever they expect us to follow. Let's not act like kids and be like, stand in front of the train and not move when it comes. Let's not do that. I think we've grown up enough. So yeah, have a very safe travel if you're going, and do subscribe to my channel for a lot more information and vlogs on travel. Thank you. See you again. Bye. Namaste.